Welcome back to Countess of Shopping Pillow Talk. Y'all, I feel awful. I'm having some Zepbound side effects. Okay, so I'm on Zepbound 15 milligrams. I've lost over 103 pounds the last 2 years. On the last video I did, I talked about me being obese, and I want to clarify, I'm considered overweight. I'm considered, quote, overweight, and that was the point I was trying to make with my BMI is I'm, quote, overweight, not obese. And so having lost a ton of weight and taken over 100 injection of Mounjaro, Zepbound, and Tirzepatide compound, the combination of those is because of the shortages. I have a lot of experience, strength, and hope with side effects. I feel awful. I partially am like, do I have the flu? I had a flu shot earlier this year, and I also have my COVID vaccine booster. So it's not that. What my side effects are is earlier, my stomach really hurts. Stomach really hurts, and also I'm tired. I feel achy. I'm not hungry at all. I literally want to take my glasses off. I just don't feel good. I have on my cute little shirt I wanted to show you guys. It's like my little lion shirt. I was going to go in the studio to film, and I'm like, no, I cannot do that today. My little Valentine's Day comforter. I don't want to do that today. So if you are experiencing side effects like I'm having, I want to kind of walk through some of the things that I do to hopefully help encourage you. Is one, when I'm this tired and this fatigued, I rest. I give myself permission to, number one, get in the bed and just rest. Sometimes me sitting in the bed for 15 minutes is all I need to get back up and go do stuff. And many of you are like me, like I have a 10-year-old. I can't sit in bed all day. I have an amazing supportive partner, but I have stuff to do around home responsibilities. And then other work commitments and things like that. I'm on deadline today for something else that I'm trying to, if I give my word and I sign up for something for work, I'm going to do it. And so it's due today, and I'm like, oh my God. But giving myself extra grace to do the things I need to do, and then also to pull on my husband and be like, babe, I can't do a bunch of stuff around the house today. I'm going to need your help. And so thankfully I can pull him in. And that's tip number one, allowing my body to rest when it does not feel good. Like I just feel yucky. I feel like the flu. I feel tired. So number two, for Zepbound 15 milligram side effects, or if you're on Zepbound or Mounjaro, or even Wegovy, I mean, you guys have similar side effects to us too, is follow your healthcare provider's suggestions. Talk to them, be in communication with them. If you're not having dialogue and conversation, you need to find a new healthcare provider. Like you should be getting medical advice from them. And I think that's really important. And if you're having, say, blood diarrhea or constipation or nausea or whatever, you need to go talk to them and tell them that, right? Having those conversations and having a trusted medical advice is super important. Number three, sometimes I can get around the axle that I'm not working out, I'm not moving, today was supposed to be lifting day and I'm not. Giving myself grace that I will work hard when I feel better. It's not me making excuses. And I don't know if you guys follow Jenna Bariatric Bestie on TikTok, but she said today, am I making excuses or am I giving myself grace? And sometimes we need to give ourselves grace, and sometimes we need to give ourselves call out if it's an excuse. And that really hit me today. I'm like, oh, today is me giving myself grace. It's not excuses. I do not feel well. If I felt like I could go do work or go do other things, then I'd be like, if you can go work, if you can go out to dinner, if you can go do all these things, then you can go lift. But it's not the case with that. And so I want to encourage you on that and Jenna Bariatric Bestie was the one who said this, not me, but it hit me so hard am I giving myself grace or am I giving myself excuses? I have found on this weight loss journey frequently I give myself excuses, and having more tough love, being loving, but holding the line in terms of what I want to accomplish with my goals. For example, walking. This morning, I did not feel the way I felt now. Like I felt great this morning. I walked steps in. I had almost 5,000, just shy of 5,000 steps in, which is 2.5 miles. It's amazing. That's amazing. And then I came back in, and 2 hours later, I was like, oh my gosh, I do not feel well. But tip number 4, also recognizing what a gift it is that I'm feeling my body. Because before, being morbidly obese, I would just eat my feelings away. I would not recognize if I wasn't feeling well. I would just keep eating or pushing it down and not feeling checking in with my body. And my body is telling me to stop. It's like, girl, you need to just lay down, chill out, have a little pillow talk with your besties, and have some coffee. My hot husband brought me up some decaf coffee, which was so sweet. And just chill it out for a minute. And if it lasts for the rest of the night, it lasts for the rest of the night. If it goes away later on today, great. I'll take it slow and easy. But think it's super important for me to recognize, like, this is a victory too, that I can tell that I don't feel well and, like, not push, because my normal inclination is to push. And you fellow type A's out there know, you guys completely, you get it. We get each other, where it's like, oh, I'm pushing all the time. Well, no, my body's like, don't stop. You don't need to keep pushing on the gas. And one of the other things that I do always, every night, and it's made such a big difference for me for my sleep, is to make sure, like how I said, getting the rest component. At nights, I've always taken I've switched. And I switched over to BIOptimizers, the mushroom breakthrough, not mushroom, what did I say that? It's magnesium breakthrough. Magnesium breakthrough is awesome. I love their magnesium breakthrough because it has 7 types of magnesium in it, which help me with constipation. I'm not constipated at all. Like, I am regular. It helps with anxiety. It helps with sleep. I used to have horrible sleep insomnia issues on Zepbound. Changing to 7 types of magnesium has made such a big difference for me. And before, a viewer had said to me, she's like, Elizabeth, why are you taking the other magnesium I was taking? It had 1 type of magnesium. They're like, why are you taking that? You could literally take the 1 pill, and I take 2 or 3 pills now, but you could take the 1 pill and have 7 types of magnesium versus taking 7 different pills for the magnesium. I'm like, that is a very valid point. Very, very valid point. So, but I love it because of the way that I feel with my side effects. It has been that and electrolytes have been the best thing for my side effects. Huge, huge. In the words of Pretty Woman, huge. So I highly recommend, if you're having side effects that are sleep related or you're constipated, BIOptimizers magnesium, use the discount code QUEEN. I'll link down in the description link below. The direct link to go shopping with them. And their collagen is also fantastic too, by the way. Their mushroom, it's called Mushroom Breakthrough. It does not taste like mushrooms at all. It's got bovine collagen and marine collagen in it and protein. And I put that in my coffee too, by the way. But the Magnesium Breakthrough is a game changer for my side effects. Obviously, before taking any sort of supplement, you're going to want to talk to your own healthcare provider. But my healthcare provider gave me their blessing, was like, oh my gosh, you absolutely should take that. They had heard about it. They're like, it's such a good supplement. So I got my doctor's blessing taking it too. I have this late, and I take mine at night because naturally magnesium, it helps to fall asleep. So with the 7 types, and if you take the powdered one that they have, that has 8 types, but I prefer pill format because usually I brush my teeth and I don't want to have like anything in my mouth. Like, I'd rather just take a pill. You see what I'm saying? So the pill has 7 types of magnesium. The powder has 8. Use the discount code QUEEN with it. Highly. Next tip for side effects is rescheduling appointments. If I know on my shot day, for example, when I was titrating up, I would literally clear my planner 24 to 36 hours after that to not have a heavy work schedule, and to change my work schedule just to give that extra grace, that extra buffer, that extra cushion in case I did not feel well. Literally, I feel like I have the flu right now. I just feel achy, like super, super achy. And I've had my electrolytes, and that's amazing, but I think it was because of me making a very, very poor, not smart choice on 100%. Like, it was not a smart choice. That was a poor choice on my part. Do not do that. But allowing myself the schedule change, knowing that if I'm titrating up, that for me always, or if someone's was just watching, just starting, perhaps, you know, in your reaction, for me, that may be different for everybody, right? But for me, it was traditionally, and this is after tracking after 100 injections, is 24 to 36 hours is typically when I feel side effects. And so, giving myself that extra grace and buffer, I think the calendar component's really, really important. And then if you don't need that extra buffer, then you can always like add stuff onto your plate or your schedule. But like, for example, I wouldn't schedule social events like, oh, let's go out to dinner. No, my dad wants to go out to dinner. I'm like, yay. But I would not do that on 24 to 36 hours after shot day. I just don't make dinner appointments or things like that focus around eating socially, and then also extra work commitments with that too. Just because I know I may feel like this and this, by the way, guys, is with me doing the things with like having BIOptimizers, having electrolytes. Like, this is me feeling good. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is me feeling good. And so I want to share that like, this helps. This is so much better than what I could be feeling too, with side effects that they literally just, sometimes I don't feel. And then the next step is water. I'm making sure I'm having water. I have my Sip Sip Hooray, my 40-ounce tumbler. It's over. I didn't put it next to my bed because I was worried the dogs keep coming in and out. If you see dirt over here, it's because Wilma keeps coming over with her dirty paws and I need to clean the sheets today. Today was sheet cleaning day. Today was sheet cleaning day and it didn't get done. And so anyways, I didn't want my water over here because I didn't want the dogs to spill it if Mr. Freddie or Wilma came in. But having water too very much helps as well. It makes a big difference. And then also having comfortable clothes on. Like literally I put on, this is the Uggs pajamas. They're so comfy cozy. Having my Uggs pajamas on just to feel comfy cozy, relax, give myself again extra grace, and realize the other part is this too shall pass. If it gets worse, this is why I said for tip number one, or no, tip number two was talk to your healthcare provider. You should not be having stabbing pains, sharp pains, things like that. Like people do get, it's 1%, less than 1% of the population, but people who take Mounjaro or Zepbound do get pancreatitis, appendicitis. Like there's some gnarly things you can get. So be on top of that. If it's like severe pain or severe, like this is manageable right now. But if it were ever to be like a severe pain or things like that, or like profuse diarrhea, profuse vomiting, immediately get on the horn with healthcare provider. Like you should not be sitting and suffering in this. And they, meaning the person who prescribed it to you, should be the one that helps you on that too. That's why I say having a good relationship with like your Avengers team, Avengers Assemble, of having a good healthcare team set up makes such a big difference. It makes such a big difference. It makes such a big difference because it matters. It matters. And as I've gone through this journey, things ebb and flow. Things ebb and flow. So I'm going to go take a little snoozy now, but I didn't want to not see you guys today. You guys know I absolutely wanted to see you. And I 100% recommend hopefully I didn't just flash my stomach. That would be awful. I 100% recommend getting BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough. Use a discount code QUEEN. If you've not gotten on that, talk to your healthcare provider, obviously, but it's made such a big difference for me, for my health journey, my health and wellness journey. In terms of sleep, constipation, anxiety, I don't have those things. I don't have constipation issues. I don't really have sleep issues anymore. And it was really bad when I first started. Oh my gosh, I would wake up in the middle of the night, like my eyes wide open. My hormones got regulated. And if you're having this of where like your periods are different, for me, I was like, hello, ding, ding, ding. My periods were different. That means my hormones were changing. And so having something to help me with sleep, this has been amazing too. So, and so many of you all have raved about this product too. You're like, you're right, it is the best. And I'm like, I know. I know. I had the one from Amazon that was like the #1 bestseller that had the one ingredient in it, and it was okay, but it really, nothing compares to this because it has all 7 in there. So anyways, I'm going to go take a little snoozy, a snoozy woozy, and I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner. That's the other thing is when I'm in side effects, this is bonus tip time. When I'm in side effects, I can make those worse or make those better. And so making really good healthy food choices is going to matter. If I had, for example, a greasy pizza, do you think that that's going to make any sort of tummy issues better or worse, right? Like we have power and control over some of these side effects. They can be aggravated, and I'm not saying full power over them, but we can help make them substantially worse or substantially better by what we choose to ingest with our food. And so for me today, I had a protein shake. I had my protein oatmeal. I had my protein in my oatmeal, old-fashioned oats, protein milk in there, had some chia seeds in there, 2 bountiful cups of fruit earlier today, and a little bit of pecans. It was good. And I was interviewed today too, by the way, before I started to feel yucky. So like I said, this morning I walked, and then I was interviewed by a major national magazine. When you go to your grocery store, like print magazine, they interviewed me today. So we'll see what happens if that gets printed or not when they publish the story. But yeah. So anyways, I'll keep you posted on that. That was like my fun. And then after that, I was like, oh. But again, I'm so in tune with my body. I know I'm like, okay, I just got to go lay down. And hopefully I spring back up here. Hopefully I get a little pep back in my step. I'm able to go do stuff. But if I'm not, giving myself the grace that this is okay. It's part of GLP-1 journey is that there can be, and everybody's different. Some people have way severe, some people don't have them at all. Some people are like, I'm on dose 3 and I feel nothing. Like we're all different. And so, I'm a good Girl Scout though. I'd rather be overly prepared than underly prepared. So I'm going to chill it out today. And the lifting I was supposed to do today, I'll do another day. It will all get done. So my sweet friends, your emoji of the day. Your emoji of the day is going to be a flower because you're a flower in bloom. You're blooming. And I'm proud of you. If you've made it this far in the video, I love doing emojis of the day because it helps me to get to know you better because I truly do care. And seeing people's names pop up over and over and over, I'm like, oh my gosh. Many of you had questions on my earlier video about me talking about titration. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. If you did not see my February 5th I was wrong video, go watch that after this video. Go watch that video. It's worth watching because there's some information that I have said previously that I do not agree with, and I used to say it, which is why I always say I'll admit when I'm wrong. I will always admit when I'm wrong. And so check that one out if you haven't checked that one out yet, from February 5th, 2025. And your action of the day, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? For me, it's sleep. I'm going to try to take a little nap, try to take a little snoozy woozy, and then go check in on my kid and my hot husband. I probably realistically will have very minimal dinner. I'm not hungry at all. 0 appetite suppression. So, which is fine. My sweet friends, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. I'm not going to miss a day being with you guys. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. And thanks for hanging out for this edition of Pillow Talk. I'll see you tomorrow.